everybody, and welcome to Duke and Leon's School of Life. I have Leon the Lost with me.
Fuck, I tell you, I nearly lost it. I nearly lost everything this week. It's been a bad week. Oh, I made it. Well, my wife says I should be embarrassed, but, at the end of the day, I think it came from a good heart. I was down, I had an early appointment in the city. I was down at Circular Quay, right? Really early in the morning. I'm not a morning person, Duke. I'm not a morning person. Anyway, I'm walking, and I usually look down, for money and stuff like that. So when I'm walking, I always look down. and I looked up and I saw this guy in a group of people, and he had a red dot on his forehead, right? And, of course, first thing jumped into my head was sniper, right? So I run, I grab him, I tackle him down, and he's fucking screaming, and I'm going, what are you screaming for? I'm saving your life, you fucking idiot. And then I realised the red dot was still there, right? And I couldn't hear a helicopter, so obviously the sniper's not in a helicopter or something like that. And then all hell breaks loose, and then there's fucking police and shit, and they're all going, oh, you culturally insensitive cunt, and, I go, what are you talking about? I just tried to save this guy. Anyway, fuck, did I get into trouble? Man, a racist. They think I'm a racist. I don't know. Anyway.
You are racist.
Well, the red dot was a cultural thing, right?
Yeah, he's Indian.
Yeah, that's it. I didn't know. I just, sniper, that's the first thing I thought. Anyway, all hell's breaking loose and like that, and his wife comes over and says, don't worry, he's a bit of a cunt anyway. He probably deserved it. And then that was it. She had to talk to the police, and he's calming down. He was still shaking a little bit. It was a good tackle, a real body hit. I went in with the shoulder. No, I didn't. Anyway, I walked away, luckily. But when my wife found out, oh, God, then I got another bollocking, and, it just never ends.
So his wife said to you, don't worry, he's a bit of a cunt anyway. Is that what she... A couple of weeks ago, we were talking about the woman who married a ghost.
Yes.
And we were saying that we were talking about the ghost's wedding list.
The guest list.
Guest list.
Guest list, yep.
Who he would invite to the wedding. And we were saying he can invite anyone who's dead.
The ghost. So the ghost
who's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
So I've made a wedding list.
Yep.
Of who we should invite.
So have I. You go first. You go first.
First one, of course, is Jesus.
Jesus. Was there a dress code though? Like, where's the venue? Because you can't.
I don't know.
Because you can't wear sandals. Like, you can't walk. You wouldn't be able to walk into the casino with sandals.
It's Jesus, man. It's Jesus.
Oh, so Jesus can.
Yeah, look. You always hear people say, "Oh, so and so went to my wedding, and so went to my wedding." Jesus went to my fucking wedding, buddy. So you have him there for the prestige. And next one, Einstein.
Oh, why?
Because you always got to have that fucking boring guest that bores the fuck out of everyone. He's going, E equals MC squared. Yeah, buddy, yeah. Fuck. Why did you sit me next to Einstein, you cunt?
Shut up.
No one cares. No one cares, buddy.
Oh, what? So what? You invented nuclear power? Oh, yeah, why don't you go to Hiroshima, you fucking idiot? See how that worked out.
Then I put Marilyn Monroe and John F. Kennedy. Because you always, at a wedding, you always got to have someone that's fucking like in the closet.
Yes. Good. That's
Jesus can bust them. Jesus can go up over in the closet. Yeah.
Oh, what accent does Jesus have?
Jewish accent.
Is he Jewish?
Yeah.
Was he Jewish? Oh,
yeah, he's born in fucking Israel.
Really?
Why are you doing the doggy style?
That's how Jesus talks.
That's how he talks.
How would you do doggy style in a closet? For fuck's sake. If you
it's Marilyn Monroe and John F. Kennedy. They can do anything they want.
Jesus Christ. Well,
My next guest.
It's not a broom closet, obviously.
No, it's a cloak closet.
It's a very large.
It's a walk-in
rectangular closet. It's actually It's a kennel.
Then we've got Pablo Escobar.
Fuck me. That's so funny. All right, yeah. Go,
yeah, you got to invite him for the cocaine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, what's the part? Marianne from Gilligan's Island.
This is so funny. You wait till my list.
Marianne from Gilligan's Island, just for aesthetic value in her little shorts, so the old men like us can look and go, oh, fucking.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Hitler. Hitler as best man. Can you imagine his best man speech?
Jesus. So Jesus is Jewish, right? So how do you think that would? How do you think?
Oh, you got to keep them separated. You got to keep them separated.
Fuck! I never even thought.
You imagine?
So would this be early Hitler or late Hitler? Like when he's on ice and all his teeth are falling out, or is this in the beginning when he's doing watercolors?
That's Hitler at his craziest.
So he's on ice.
He does the best man speech, you know.
On ice.
Yeah.
On ice from that little that chemical factory in the Czech Republic. Yeah.
He gets and does it in German too. He gets on. Eins, zwei, drei.
1, 2, 3. Why would he do that? Is that the start?
Go. Eins, zwei, drei. Go.
Jesus Christ.
That's what you do when you're on ice. You do a countdown. All right, let's see your list.
All right, and this is I wrote this 2 weeks or a week ago, so I haven't just doctored it.
And it better not have Hugh Hefner in it.
Right. So the first guest is Hugh Hefner and Don Adams. Don Adams and Hugh Hefner. Yeah. And there's a little cribbage table, and like when people walk in, they're playing cribbage, and as like they did every Thursday night. All right. And then second guest is Pablo Escobar, which for the same reason. I mean, you got to have coke at a wedding.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what else are you going to do in the toilets?
Exactly.
Because the cupboards are all full. All right. The third one is Oliver Reed, the great drinking.
Very good guest.
Yeah. Oliver Reed. So I'll just tell you a quick Oliver Reed story, right? So they're in Mexico shooting this film. I never remember what film it is, right? And these bandito guys, really heavy fucking Mexicans, come in, and they're really heavy, and they just don't like the Western guys, the gringos, right? And they're just it's fucking tense. And the story's being told by the other guy, the other actor, I can't remember who it is, but he's sitting there with Oliver Reed, and Oliver Reed, they're absolutely smashed, right? And Oliver Reed's thinking about, oh god, this is the tension, and it gets to a point where the Mexicans stand up and they start going for their pistols, and Oliver Reed stands up, he jumps on the table, and he does a handstand on the table, right? It's a round table, and there's drinks, glasses everywhere. And when he's in the handstand, he gets, vertical, and then just slowly tilts, and he's still holding onto the table and crashes, right? So he falls like a falling tower, smashes onto the other tables. Fucking the round table's been upturned. There's glass everywhere. It's just chaos. And this guy's he's just gobsmacked. His mouth's open. He's going, what the fuck? What's going to happen now? He jumps up and goes, hey, like this. And then the Mexicans go, hey, and everyone starts drinking. And that's how they spent the rest of the night. Very funny story. All right. So the next one is Ginger from Gilligan's Island.
Oh, because Ginger.
No, because my guest list would be Ginger, because I thought how much you like Marianne, but she's a little bit too hillbilly for a wedding. So I think it has to be Ginger. You have to have the glamour.
No,
right?
I'm sticking with Marianne.
I know you're obsessed with Marianne, but Ginger's like for a wedding.
Oh, I'm obsessed with Ginger too.
Look, if you were going,
I just think Marianne is more. I'd have more chance of hooking up with Marianne.
Well, no, look, if I was going on a date picking mangoes, definitely Marianne, right? But if I'm going to a wedding, I think Ginger.
Yeah, right? Fair enough. I got no qualms about Ginger being there.
Okay. All right. Next one is Mel Blanc. right? Because you know
the
how
guy who did the Bugs Bunny
the
voices and
all the
stuff,
voices, yeah. Because you know you have Einstein, which bores the shit out of everyone. Well, then you know you got to have someone who's really funny. You just go up and he goes like that, and you go,
"What's up, Doc?"
yeah, you know. So
you know what? Everyone would be high on coke because of Pablo Escobar, and you'd be saying to Mel Blanc, "Do Bugs Bunny, do Bugs Bunny," and he'd be going, "Yeah, what's up, Doc?" And everyone would be except Hitler. Hitler would be going, "Silence."
Okay, all right. Last guest is Flipper. Flipper, the dolphin.
The dolphin.
The dolphin, Flipper. Because
How does that work?
Well, what do you mean? He's a ghost. Because I was thinking that. I was thinking that, like, how would you have Flipper? Do you need a big tank, right? And you think, no, he's fucking dead. He's a
still
ghost.
Alive, man.
No, he's not. And why would he need water if he's a ghost? So he's just there, and he's going, and then snorting coke and going like that, and then doing all little tricks and shit.
They're just putting it straight into his blowhole.
That's right, with a funnel.
Yeah.
All right, I got a letter. I got a letter sent in. Do you want me to read it? Or should I just keep it to myself?
Not really.
Dear Mr. Fish and Mr. Hendricks, I'm a great fan of your show and listen every week. I have a slight problem and was hoping you could help me. I have been married for 3 months. I have placed a camera in the bathroom as the only way I can get sexually aroused is by watching my husband go to the toilet. Should I tell him about the camera and my fetish? Can you help? Yours, name withheld. What do you think? 3 months they've been married. 3 months.
Well, if her husband's not into it, I'm into it.
Yeah, okay.
She can set up a camera in my toilet. I'll put on a big show. Massive show.
All right.
There'll be blood and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, all right. There's not really. This is not really about you. So it's she's asking genuinely. She has this fetish, and so there's two things. One is, does she tell him about the fetish, and two, does she tell him about the camera? I'm a bit torn. I mean, if you were going to tell him, you'd tell him about the fetish first, right? And then if he was horrified, then you just wouldn't go with the camera, would you?
Well, it all depends. It all depends what the fetish is. If she's got a fetish of watching him piss, I think that's okay. But if she's got a fetish of watching him shit, that's not as.
See, that's a scientist coming out of your science. You're showing your scientist side because that's brilliant. Yeah. That's brilliant because peeing is there's nothing wrong with that.
Peeing's cute. Shitting not so cute.
Well, yeah. See, peeing is just like fun. It's like what you do as a kid. Yeah, it's fun. You just do it anywhere. But shitting that's got a whole load of baggage connected to that, hasn't it?
Mm. Well, look, I think don't tell him anything.
Yeah.
Download everything that's on the camera and put it on OnlyFans.
Yeah. I don't know.
No.
Well, so wait on. So if he finds it, then he would be into the fetish because the only way he's going to find it is if he searches for it, right? Do you know what I mean? So if he's searching for, people who only get aroused by watching other people shit, right? That's what he's put in his search engine, and he hasn't been arrested so far. Then it would find that, and then he'd look and he'd go, "Oh my God, my wife's into it. How lucky am I?" Or, do I get a discount for OnlyFans? Yeah.
Or she could play like she could play an April Fool's joke on him, right? So she could send him an email from anonymous email saying, "We have footage of you shitting and pissing."
Yeah.
And if you don't send $1,000, we're going to release it to everyone that's on your email list. And then he clicks on it and he sees they've actually got footage of him shitting and pissing, and he's thinking, how did they get into my house? And then he's going crazy and he's going to ring the cops, and she goes, April Fool.
But it's not an April Fool because it's real. April Fool's when it's not real.
The letter is April Fool.
So he saved $1,000. Is that what you're saying?
And lots of humiliation. Like, I mean, who's on his email list? His mum's on his email list. He's,
Auntie Beryl. Who toilet trained him.
Exactly.
And she goes, see, I told you, always keep your shorts above your knees when you're doing a shit. Because one day,
someone's going to film you.
Man Court is now in session with judges Duke and Leon.
Oh, I love Man Court. That's my favourite. I love being a judge. Apart from the dress and the wig, I love being.
Just get your fucking wig on and shut up.
It's blonde today. I'm blonde. I'm Blondie. Judge Blondie.
All right, so a man.
I'll be the judge of that, buddy.
Yeah, that's right. That's what we're judging.
That's what I say to him.
So this guy gets married. Chinese guy gets married, and
can't you leave them alone?
Chinese people can be married.
I know, but you're just tormenting them. Yeah,
Chinese people can be married.
Yes, I know they can be married.
You don't have to put that disgusted tone.
All right.
So this Chinese guy gets married to what I assume is a Chinese woman.
Yes.
Could be Swedish, I don't know. But he gets married to her. They have a baby, right? Yep. And the baby is so ugly that this guy freaks out. He totally freaks out. He accuses her of cheating, and then she shows him these old photos of her where she's really ugly, and has said that she's had plastic surgery.
Oh, right. So, and because that'll change her appearance, but obviously her DNA is not going to be changed.
So he is suing her. He's suing her because I can't remember what it was for fucking false.
$20 million,
Yeah, but for false.
Oh, right. Representation.
False representation.
Yes.
So he's suing her for false representation because she gave him an ugly baby. Now, is he a man or not?
Wow, that's a really good one. That's a really good one, Duke, because that's I never even thought that would be because that could happen. That could happen.
Can you imagine if you're...
Oh, no, wait a minute.
If you're allowed to sue for having ugly baby, my dad would have sued my mum 4 times.
Oh, so isn't there 5 kids? So 4. You're not including yourself?
No, there's 4.
Oh, 4, right. I was about to say, because that would be slander on your siblings. They could sue you.
Yeah, right.
Look, I wonder, though, that, like, he must have met her family at some point, at the wedding or something, and it must have clicked, surely. But, if all her family are ugly,
But she might have been the reverse of the ugly duckling. He might have thought, she's the swan.
Like the Munsters.
Yeah, Marilyn from
Marilyn
the Munsters.
in the Munsters. She's beautiful, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's beautiful. Yeah, and remember when she brings back boyfriends and they all freak out, you see? So I think I would have thought he would be like that. But to answer your question, is he a man or not? No, I don't think he's a man. I think a real man would just suck it up. And just go, well, you know what? Shit happens. Fuck it,
But imagine, right? Imagine you're the kid.
Yeah.
You're the kid, and when you grow up, you're Googling your family name, and that article comes up, and you find out that your dad sued your mother because you were ugly.
Yeah, I know. And then some idiot says, "Oh, but I don't understand how serial killers even start. How do they? Where do they come from?" Well, fucking there you go, straight away. Serial killer in the making. So he goes and kills the father, and then he kills the journalist who wrote the article that he kills, after 10 people.
Plastic surgeons, that's who he's killing. He's going around killing plastic surgeons.
Just randomly. He doesn't even know them. He's just killing plastic surgeons. Fuck, yeah. Yeah, seriously. See, this is how it happens. So,
you made my mother beautiful, but you made me ugly.
Oh, God. Was that just waiting to say that, weren't you? All right.
Not a man.
I totally not a man. He should suck it up and fucking stop whinging. What would you rather? What would you rather have? A brain tumor or a fucking ugly baby? Come on, grow up. Fucking grow up, you idiot.
Cunt.
Belgian woman wants to marry chimpanzee. So this woman has been going to the zoo in Belgium or Brussels or wherever, and she's fallen for this chimpanzee, and they blow kisses to each other and they wave, and now she wants to legally marry the chimpanzee. She's been banned from the zoo because, and this is the bit I love, it's because the zoo are worried that the other chimpanzees think he has a human girlfriend, or they've seen, and so now they won't socialise with him. He's been ostracised, right? And then she says,
because he's downgraded to a human.
Oh, well, that's what I wanted to talk about. So she says,
that's what you want to talk about.
Yeah, because that's interesting, isn't it? It's like, so what? Wouldn't it be an upgrade? You would have thought.
Well, not to them. To them, it's a downgrade. It's like they'd be looking at it going, well, she hasn't got any hair on her ass.
So she's going to be whinging about how cold it is all the time.
Yeah, she hasn't got any hair on her ass. She's fucking. You can actually see her boobs.
Okay. But she's not naked.
That's shameful.
She's not naked. She's not naked. But she says, I love the animal and he loves me. I love that. I just think, like, what the fuck?
But she also says, it's not fair. I'm banned from seeing him, but other people can go to the zoo and see him.
Oh, fuck. Wow. She's really, she's lost her shit, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's really lost her shit. And they've also banned it because they said it's an inappropriate relationship.
Yeah, well, that goes without saying, I guess. But his name's Chitta, or Chita. So I'm assuming that's how you Chitta. Maybe it's Chitta. Anyway, so Chitta's on the first day. Chitta's mate comes up to him and whispers in his ears. He goes, "Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that?" Because that's what they do. All right. What's the other one? You got another one?
I've got.
The woman and the camel.
Oh, the woman and the camel. So this hillbilly couple pull up to some. I think it's like a petrol station or something.
No, it's a truck stop. Truck stop. Yeah.
And they've got a camel behind a fence, and the hillbilly,
which is the attraction of the truck stop. Yeah, it is.
I know.
Yeah. It's the attraction. Yeah.
And the hillbilly male, is throwing doggy treats to his dog underneath the fence, and the dog goes under the fence. Yeah. So where the camel is.
He's encouraging the dog to go into the camel enclosure. That's really important. You got to remember that. Just remember that, people listening. Yeah.
And the hillbilly woman sees the dog going under the fence and goes, "Oh my God," and starts chasing him and goes under the fence to chase him. And then the camel somehow sits on her.
On her or the dog?
On the hillbilly woman.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Sits on the hillbilly woman. And to get him off.
To get the camel off.
Yeah, to get the camel off her, not to get him sexually excited. To get the camel off her, she bites its balls.
Rips them off.
To get him off.
Yeah, bites. Oh, bites them off. She doesn't rip them off.
No, bites them.
So have they become detached from the camel, do you think?
I don't know. Doesn't say. But instead of yelling for help.
Yeah, that's right. Or dialing 911.
Yeah, or saying to the camel, "Get off!" She goes straight for the balls.
The camel, "Andre, off! Off, Andre. Yeah, instead of that, she goes for the balls.
She's like, my pappy said to me,
Yeah.
if a camel ever sits on you, bite him on the nuts.
So can I just go back to my first point, right? So the husband has thrown the doggy treats into the enclosure. So my thinking is that they've pulled up to the truck stop. It's an 8-hour drive, so they've been driving for 8 hours. He's bored shitless because all the cassette tapes, they've listened to them 10 times, and he's just so bored.
Kenny Rogers cassette tape is wearing down.
Yeah, and
you got to know how to roll them, fold them.
So he's just bored shitless, and he's going, you know what? This is the little voice in his head, little hillbilly. There's a little hillbilly in his head going, you know what? You know what will be a real treat? Getting my wife and that camel together. I reckon that would be something I'm never ever gonna forget. So he's just got 2 and 2 together. He's got 85.
That's a pretty good plan for a hillbilly, actually.
I know. Especially after 8 hours, no sleep, driving. I reckon it's brilliant. And for it to unfold that way. And then, people take holiday snaps, they take holiday films, but that's something that will live forever.
And you know what he said at the end?
What?
He said, well, it just goes to show that you listened to our pappy when we were young. 18 unique and remarkable OnlyFans accounts that we didn't believe existed. Now, a few of them that we've already spoken about.
Are these real?
These are real. So we've spoken about Evelyn Miller.
Mm.
She has 2 vaginas and 2 wombs.
Oh, yeah.
You'd like Alice Lovegood. She's dressed like Catwoman, and she makes money by pumping breast milk and letting users watch. That's right up your alley.
Does she send the breast milk to the...
if you pay enough, I'm sure.
Yeah. Do you think you'd have to refrigerate it? I don't know. I have to look that up.
Well, it depends. You just drink it straight away.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Pour it on your balls or whatever you do.
Whatever I do. Yeah.
Stephanie Matto, we've spoken about her a couple of times. She began selling farts in jars.
Yeah.
And then had to downgrade to breast sweat after she nearly died in hospital.
That's right. Yes.
Then we've got Cactus Cutie, sells urine in jars for $71 a pop. Why $71? Why not just 70?
Yeah.
Why 71?
I don't know. I don't know. There's absolutely no logical reason for it at all.
Then we have Lucy Goyette.
Hold on. Is it would the urine be constant or like like when you have those vitamin C tablets and your urine goes orange? So would she have different colours, do you think?
I'm sure she would. I'm sure different colours cost.
Like she might have a low salt version, or she might have.
You're thinking about your blood pressure, aren't you?
She has the sugar-free version, and then the classic, and then she's got the classic version. This is the classic version, you know what? Today I fuck my blood pressure. I'm going to go classic.
Peekaboo Pumpkin.
Yeah.
The real life bearded woman. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I saw it.
She's got a fucking beard on her, man.
Yeah, I know.
She makes a living by posting photos and videos of her stroking her beard.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
She's making money from stroking her beard.
I know. That freaked me out a little bit. I don't know. That's yeah, okay. All right. I won't be joining. All right, next one.
Jenna Phillips. Jenna racks in 6 figures per year pretending to be a puppy dog.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, she's sitting there with her little paws up.
Yeah,
yeah. I've read about her actually. She so But
I saw there's a video of her on YouTube. I saw her on YouTube, and her boyfriend or whoever it is has got her on a collar, but she's not like, walking around like a submissive dog. She's actually acting like a puppy dog. So she's bouncing everywhere and running around, and I'm doing little yaps. And
so what's she wearing? Just normal clothes?
Yeah, she was wearing normal clothes.
Not like a bikini or anything?
Well, it was on
YouTube.
It was on YouTube, I'm sure.
But, so I'm just trying to think whether there's a sexual element to it, or whether it's just she just acts like a dog. I don't know.
Yeah, of course there's a sexual element in everything, buddy.
Is there?
Teddy bear. Teddy bear never shaves. So if you're into hair...
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just a hairy guy.
A hairy guy. I think that's more a gay thing, isn't it? I get that sort of impression.
Yeah.
I don't think women. Maybe women are into hairy men. I don't know. I just think because
it's a fetish. Some would be. Maybe. Some wouldn't be. Farrah Abraham.
Yeah.
Farrah took the fart jar initiative one step further. She began selling poop videos as well as jars of feces.
Yeah. Well, this goes back to that whole thing. So she does the business. So you can watch her doing the business, and then she sells it in jars. Fuck. How the fuck is that even hygienic? And
how did that pass the FDA?
Yeah, and how do you send that via mail? It's like that's weird.
A postman drops the fucking.
Drops it.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? And but that's been around for a long time. I remember years ago when I worked as an apprentice mechanic. Or I wasn't a mechanic, but I worked as an apprentice in a mechanic shop, and I think a car turned up or something like that, and someone is doing a service on it or something, and there's this porno mag in the back, and all the young blokes, porno mag, because in those days that was it, that was all it was, mags. And we all rush over and have a look, and he opens it, and it's a shit fetish one. And it's like, and it screams. The little first years were screaming, they were so scared they couldn't even cry. When you're so scared you can't cry, because you don't want to lose your eye vision because you got to get the fuck out of there.
So did you guys wait for the guy to come back to see who it was that was into the shit fetish?
Yeah, and follow him home. No. I think I left work that day early. I quit. Jesus Christ. Because I didn't even know. Who'd think that you see a photo of a woman doing a shit on a man's face, who would even think that would exist? It was an eye opener. It was a day that my life changed forever, and about 20 other people in the workshop, let me tell you. Except the old guys go, oh, yeah, I've seen that before. Fuck me. All right, next one.
Jake Herbert. This is one that freaked me out. Father and son content. Did you see the picture of him?
Yeah. But what do they do?
Well, that's what I'm saying. What do they do? Is it like
they just go
Dad, I'm going to mow the lawn.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll clip the hedges.
Yeah, I'll do the edges.
Doing it naked or something? Is that what they're doing?
Oh, I don't know.
Or wash the fucking car. I'll vacuum.
Oh, so wash the car, and then he makes his son wear cut-off jean shorts.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, they're both naked, and he's.
No, they're not. They're not. No, it can't be. They can't be. Surely that's not legal.
I dare you to join it to find out what they're actually doing.
Just look it up and see.
No, that's your mission.
Fucking way. I'm not having that on my search engine. No way. I'm not having that. No, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to poison my search engine. Yeah. And then I get the analysis, the audit. Oh, fuck. And you know what? When they do the audit, it's not like on their phone. It's like on a 45-meter screen, in the office, sort of, in the police station or something. So it's like this billboard, and then it highlights father and son action.
You're in the police station. You're at the police station, and they on the loudspeaker, the young female constable on the loudspeaker goes, Detective Jones, the guy that's into father and son porn is here.
Or you're at Aldi's and she says, aisle 5, can we have the father and son porn expert to aisle 5, please?
And
we have a customer waiting.
Yeah, at the police station, and the old lady who owns the corner shop is in there because someone left a mobile phone, so she's returning the mobile phone.
That's it. Your life has just ended.
All right, just quickly, Evie Jones, she makes her money from bloated belly pictures.
Yeah, I've seen that. So does she have a bloated belly, or
she's just
naturally,
pushing it out.
or is she just putting it? She's just putting it out.
She's just pushing it out. Then you've got Gainable, consumes upwards of 10,000 calories a day for his fetish fans.
Yeah.
He's just a fat slot.
Yeah. So that's going to go well. So they said, do you want to your OnlyFans? Do you want to get the 10-year membership, package for your video? And he goes, 10. No, it's probably a bit long. About 5. 5 would do me.
Yeah. 10. He's not going to be alive for 10 years.
He won't go 10. All right. Last bit of warning. It's a Christmas warning. And it's from the English Surgeon General.
Oh, wait. No. I've got...
What?
There's Desiree Gatteau.
Yeah.
I just want to mention her. She makes $9,000 a month.
$9,000
selling feet pics and videos.
Feet pics.
And then there's Holly Maguire.
Yeah.
She makes $4,000 a month.
Yeah.
From sneezing and coughing for fans.
Well,
I'm telling you, buddy, it's a big business. It's a big business.
All right.
We can get into it. I'm going to think of something for me. I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to give all our listeners free access.
Free access. Okay. All right. So next pod, we've got to come up with an idea for our own, each of us come up for an idea for our own pod. What is it? OnlyFans. All right. We have to go. Christmas may or may not be approaching. I'm not even sure when it's on, but if it is, Surgeon General in England says masturbating with Christmas ornaments is a no-no. And I've read this before. People do it. And you've got to remember, a lot of those ornaments are made out of glass, you idiots. You stick one of those red balls up your ass, it's glass.
And it shatters.
It shatters. And then you've got to sit there for 14 hours in emergency like an idiot.
Well, yeah, but you know what? It'll be like...
and then blame the ornament. Blame Christmas. Blame Jesus.
It really will be like Christmas, because when they're walking with that shattered glass, it'll be like they'd be jingling.
All I want for Christmas is to get the glass out of my ass. All right.
What about... We've got to mention this guy. This guy is the guy of the year. 88-year-old man.
Yeah.
88-year-old man goes to hospital. He's got a World War I bomb in his ass.
Shell. It's a shell.
It's a shell
because they're pointy at the end.
Yeah. And they had to evacuate the hospital. They had to call the bomb squad in.
Well, can I just say, if an 88-year-old man with anything up his ass came into a hospital, they should evacuate it, because you don't want the kiddies. You don't want the kiddies to see freaks like that. Let me tell you.
But they had to call the bomb squad in. The bomb squad had to bring that, that little machine with the arm gun.
Yeah. And all those guys and the suits are made out of mattresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they came in, and then the bomb said, the little machine said, it's not active. It's not a live bomb. and then they fucking pulled it out. But
and
88.
And the old guy goes, I could have told you that.
88.
Yeah.
88. He was visiting his friend. I mean, you're 88. How can you even walk out the door, let alone go visit your friend, pick up a bombshell, which was 20 centimetres long, and stick it up your fucking ass?
I don't know, Duke. I don't know, and I don't want to know. And I think you've just ruined Christmas for me, because that's all I'm going to be thinking about Christmas. As are all our listeners. Thank you so much.
Except this episode won't be coming out till about fucking March.
Oh, yeah, but it is sort of like Christmas. Christmas in March. All right, thank you all. Have a wonderful New Year. And I know I will be, and I know Duke will be.
Get fucked, everybody.
All right. See you later.
See ya.
Duke and Leon's